When I was asked to write a rhetorical analysis for Jessica Mitford's Behind the Formaldehyde Curtain, I didn't realize how easy it was going to be to find examples of supportable rhetoric in her writing. I think the hardest part was choosing which examples were the best. After careful analysis, I was able to decide on 4 types of rhetorical strategies. Through skillful use of vivid imagery, diction, proper tone, and an appeal to ethos, Jessica Mitford's writing was rhetorically effective. I then explained this effectiveness by using examples from the text. Although my evidence and organization was strong, there were some areas of my writing that could use improvement. I think the subpoint that gave me the most trouble was the appeal to ethos. Mitford's method of quoting a professional in the field and using their words against them really stood out to me. She used someone with an opposing view and their expertise to bring credibility to her own writing. I think rhetorically speaking, this worked to the author's advantage. However, I had difficulties communicating why Mitford's choice of evidence was so effective. I feel that people who didn't read Mitford's work wouldn't understand why her technique made the audience so trusting in what she had to say. If the common audience had background knowledge about Mitford's unique style of writing, they would understand why her choice of evidence made such an impact on me. On the other hand, I did experience some success in my writing. I think overall I was able to skillfully argue for the effectiveness of Mitford's use of rhetoric. A number of strategies worked to my advantage. For example, I feel that I transitioned into my evidence very well. My diction was chosen very carefully in order to make my writing flow smoothly. I made my writing as clear and concise as possible in order for the audience to better understand and hopefully agree with my main idea. I think the best example of this is included in my first body paragraph. Mitford cites an established mortician's explanation of the chemical injection in the early stages of the embalming process. One of the effects of embalming by chemical injection, however, has been to dispel fears of live burial. She immediately uses sarcasm to denounce the method. How true! Once the blood is removed, the chance of live burial are indeed remote. I was able to use 2 pieces of evidence with a transition in between to illustrate the manner in which Mitford uses the surgeon's expertise against him. She uses this strategy to build her own credibility while taking away from that of her opposition. I was impressed with my choice of wording. I think that this assignment allowed me to reach a deeper level of analysis than I usually am capable of. It required me to look deeper than the words on the page and instead explore why each word was chosen and how it benefited the author. In terms of deeper understanding, carefully analyzing Mitford's work made me question the American funeral system. I've been to a handful of funerals. However, I never knew the atrocities that occur behind the formaldehyde curtain. Mitford's work made me reevaluate how I want myself and my loved ones to be memorialized.